Indeed, greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. Thank you so much for joining me again on another video. I really do appreciate your presence. If you enjoy what it is I'm doing, do consider liking the video, consider subscribing, and do leave a comment. I try and answer every single one of them. Let's go live. There we go. I'm gonna pour myself a glass of water, and then I'm gonna say something worth saying from this little booklet I have. I want to actually start these, not just want to, I have been starting these streams off with an intent. I believe intention is one of the most important things that you can actually implement in your life. And ever since I have been, living with more intention, if you will, it's been greatly beneficial. So, yeah, glass of water be poured. Let me get my little booklet out. So, I usually just go kind of randomly to see which one it is I want to read. Hmm. Cat is meowing at me a little bit. Did a comment just come through and then disappear again? It might have. I'm not sure. I think this one. This is one that I've actually been thinking about a lot, and I've been trying to implement it more and more into my life. And it goes, your life is your way home. If you do not live it fully, how can you ever arrive home? Your life is your way home. If you do not live it fully, how can you ever arrive home? It really is that way. It's basically this idea that we're the ones that's supposed to be in our lives, not supposed to be striving for someone else's or for anything else beyond this, and just actually be thankful for the lives that we have, the things that we've been given, and even the obstacles and the challenges. My grandma came back home today, and she's been having some trouble with her banking details as of late, where like she lost her card twice in the last week, and like there's ATMs being taken away from her little small town, so they're having a hard time like withdrawing money, and it just it kind of reminds me how this negativity that we have, the capacity to feel, kind of keeps permeating, and if it's not something that we're aware of, it's something that will consume our entire lives. Like the thing about complaining as well is like I don't really like we do complain about things, right? I feel like the comments are not working at all on my stream. I'm gonna try and stream from the social distancing. Social is it distance socialing or whatever it's called, but yeah, yesterday my stream got taken down and they suggested that I stream there, so let me try that because it seems they're blocking my comments again. We should be going live on a different subreddit now. So yesterday my stream actually dropped because apparently I was streaming to the wrong subreddit, and they suggested that I stream on this one, distant socializing. So yeah, let's see if this is the way that it's supposed to be. I'm ready to be what you have created me to be. I am ready to be what you have created me to be. So before I actually take a sip of this water, I do actually just want to set an intention for why it is I'm drinking this water today. And I've been feeling like I actually, yes, I'm just thinking about 1,000 things at the same time. Basically, I was confronted with some information recently about water's capacity to retain information and how it has like an intelligent system within it to actually remember the things that it went through. And they've been doing these studies where if you add water above rice, and you do that in three containers. One is a control, which you don't interact with at all. One is a like negative use case where you kind of belittle the jar of water and rice and you tell it horrible things, and the other one you tell it that you're proud of it and that you love it. And after a few weeks, they discovered that the one that was praised started to ferment and to like create a nice aroma. Basically, the process of making, liquor from rice. The other was starting to decay, and like the one that had negative words projected upon it, to say it that way, and it was starting to decay. And the one that was like completely indifferent to was the one that actually went through the most negative side effects. It went like the furthest wrong, if you will. Had like moss growing on top of it, a fungus or whatever you will, and it just shows that hidden messages in the water. Yeah, so it just shows you how much power the things that you say to your water and the things that you do to your water can actually be. So, like today, I don't know if you can see it. I have like little rocks that I kind of found on the farm. I closed my eyes and I was just walking to like just to see with my mind's eye to find the little rocks that I wanted, and I picked two little rocks, added them to my water, and like the whole time before the stream, I was talking to my water and telling it how much I love it, how much I appreciate it, creating an energy field for me, how much I appreciate it hydrating me. And I don't know if there's any validity to it, but I also know just how powerful the human mind is, and how by convincing ourselves of things, we can actually make it a reality within inside of our physical beings. So it's kind of curious to me. I have not taken a sip of this water just yet, because I do want to set an intention for why it is I'm drinking this water. So it's something that I try to do at least in my life these days, is to set intentions for almost everything. And my intention for drinking water today is going to be, I feel perspective. Perspective is definitely what I want today. It seems like I've been I've been confronted with a lot of different perspectives as of late, but I feel like I've been limiting myself in some ways, at least with the perspectives that I don't want to choose to look at. Uh, yeah, so to perspectives. Hey friends, hopefully things run smoothly here for this stream. I hope so as well, Naomi. I did actually end up streaming on r/distance socializing, which is the first time that I've done that. Hopefully they don't kick my stream again. Like I tried to stream on the U show as I normally do, but they were like, uh, I think for some reason completely blocking my comments, so I couldn't see any of our friends' comments. Yeah, it is the way that it is. Hello, Mariah. Welcome, and good morning to you as well, my friend. I've not taken a sip of this water. Maybe I'm intimidated. I've put so much magic in it. Maybe it's gonna do something to me. So, like, and I don't know how many of you were actually here for me to talk about it, but this morning, or at least before this stream, I was telling my water that I love it. I put some crystallines rocked in it. It is even more intentional with my water today. And I'm drinking water today to enhance my perspective, to allow myself to feel and to incorporate and to understand more perspectives. So yeah. Yeah. Morning Melt, morning friends. Happy I'm able to catch today's whole stream. I'm also happy that you can catch today's whole stream, Justin. It's nice to have you here, my friend. I feel a little bit, I want to say almost blocked today. I feel like I have some resistance. Cat is passing out. This guy ate 15 times too many. If you think so, my friend. To perspective. Exactly, to perspective, Justin. Ni hao. Ni hao ma. What is this cat up to? Do you hear him sneezing? He is making his way here. How's the kids? You gonna say hi? So There he goes. Oh, and there's a Doge as well. uh, Sometimes we need resistance to get stronger. I do actually agree, my friend. I do actually agree. I feel like maybe I should like do some balancing within myself as well. Realize that I'm secure, I'm stable, I'm rooted. Be able to use that security, broaden that field of perspective, and allow myself to feel in that security. Let me actually open this. I don't want to miss your comments. So that I can feel that security and become completely aware of how I allow myself to express within that security. I want to use that feeling emotion and channel it into my willpower. The color yellow, the energy field of my body. I want it to expand even further and move that energy up to my heart so I can be empathetic, feeling, loving, and understanding truly. For today's stream, I want to move this energy up to my voice as well. My ability to hear, my ability to speak, my capacity to articulate, and my capability to interpret what is being said to me and what is permeating my field of consciousness. I want to move this energy up to my third eye, allow myself to broaden my perspectives even further. Look beyond myself, look beyond this world, and allow myself to receive divine intuition. I want to give this energy back to the universe. And in giving, I open myself up to receive as well. It's like a trapdoor almost, you know. Is it a trapdoor? I think it could be like a trapdoor. Like you have to kind of push it from inside for it to be opened up. Receiving good information. Always receiving good information. I love watching being uniquely you. It's appreciated. I will always be uniquely me, my friend. That is the only thing that I can do at the end of the day. Like, don't try and be anyone else. They're already taken, you know. At the right? They're already taken. We can't be anyone other than ourselves. And by allowing ourselves to be ourselves, we kind of discover the things about ourselves that we want to be, if that makes any sense. But it has to be like a self-found lesson. No one else is going to do it for you at the end of the day. Yeah. We can be guides, but you have to be able to walk the path yourself. Good morning, Melt. I hope you're having a nice Sunday. Thank you, my friend. I am having a nice Sunday. It was a little bit, how do I want to say it? I feel like since I've not been able to dance in the mornings, especially since I have this intention to, like yesterday morning, the power went out just as I finished, you know, getting ready to stream. This morning, the power was gonna stay on, so I got all my stuff out, got dressed, got the streaming setup ready, turned my speaker on, started playing music, and then as I hit the button to go live, it like gives me a message of, oh no, like there's been global capacity has been reached or whatever, so I'm not capable of streaming in the mornings. And a few of our friends have suggested that I move over to Twitch for the like. It's just some struggles. So like I'm considering at least doing the morning streams on Twitch, because this is kind of unacceptable to me at this point. I feel like I'm doing these dances with a lot of intention and meaning, at least for myself. I feel welcoming the sunrise every morning with dance. It's me putting vibrations into this earth, and doing that out of love and as a means to create. Like it's great exercise as well. I've been losing so much weight because of it. but like it's an energetic exchange. I feel like I'm very tired in the morning sometimes, and yet when I get to the dancing part of it, I feel like I'm revitalized and re-energized, and I feel like you friends actually have a very big part in that as well. Like it's something that you have active hands in creating that energy field, in creating that happiness and that energy, and it just it irks me that these things happen. And then our power went out like at 1 and it's going out again at 9 p.m. tonight. Fortunately by that time I'm already in bed. But uh, I was I was just kind of tired, you know. So like I kind of tried to take a nap during our power outage, and I was just allowing myself to really get into this like deep state of consciousness. And it feels like you get to access so much of yourself in those dream states, and yet you don't actually get to retain any of that information. So what I'm curious about is when you're in these dream states and you're experiencing things, are those subjective experiences becoming a part of you and allowing you to still grow even though you don't have direct knowledge of what it is what happened? Because technically you're dreaming in your subconscious mind, right? And your subconscious mind can be the driver of most of your day-to-day activities. So I wonder the things that you experience in your dream states, if how much effect. I think it does have an effect, but I'm wondering just how much of an effect it has on your waking life. And then, is there is there any benefits to breaking up your sleeping patterns into different like arrangements, I guess I could say? Like there's this weird sleeping pattern where you you sleep like I think 2 hours like 4 times throughout the day. Instead of sleeping like a full 8 hours, you sleep like 2 hour sprints for like 4 times in a day, and then you don't sleep at night traditionally. Like I would actually like to try something like that, just as an experiment on myself to see if it like I think the problem with it as well is you're going to have to get used to it. And I think just the way that I've been waking up, I kind of allowed myself to become very in tune with the natural cycle of things, with the rising of the sun, and being up at like pre 5 a.m., before 5 a.m., I guess I should say, and then like going to sleep around like 8 9. So I'm in bed early enough, and then I wake up with the sun. But I wonder what it will do to you if you sleep in that way, and will it allow you to have different senses of information? Because in our sleeping patterns we have like these different stages. Like our brain goes through these different brainwave lengths, and those brainwave lengths kind of influence the experience that we end up having. And I wonder how much that has an effect. Like if you're going to, for instance, you're sleeping and you're never actually reaching your deep dream state, right? Because you're sleeping only 2 hours at a time. I wonder if that is going to leave something, more in your day. Will you have more subjective energy, maybe imaginative energy, because you didn't have those dream states? So your subconscious is almost primed to be in a dream state, if that makes sense what I'm saying. Or if by going throughout this like 2 hour 4 times a day, would it like basically adjust for it, and then like in the first 2 hour sprints that you sleep, it kind of goes through the lower brainwave states, and then the last 2 sessions of 2 hours sleep, it goes through the deeper brainwave states. I'm really curious. Like I don't know if there's any research done on this stuff, but it fascinates me. I love watching. Thank you, my friend, again. Your very good morning, my friend. Life is beautiful and will be energy filled, beautiful day. Yes, it will, my friend. It has been an energy filled and a beautiful day. Perspective. Like, I'm not even joking. This water is kind of sweet. Like, it's actually kind of sweet. Might be just me, yeah, what's the placeboing myself, but it's kind of sweet. I'm kind of like surprised by it. It is a beautiful day, my friend. I'm very grateful. There's a lot of good things happening. I think that's something we should become aware of as well. It's like, even though there are a lot of subjectively bad things happening in the world at the moment, like, there still are good things happening every single day. Be it a puppy running up to you, be it the cat meowing at you, be it just the way the wind blows over your face. Like, there's so much good in this universe and in this world that we kind of get numb to. It becomes our default state, and then we kind of want to like keep re-upping that. You know what I mean? Instead of us actually becoming, satisfied and completely entranced almost in our current state. And it's difficult because it's even something that I get to pull myself out of sometimes. We get so preoccupied with the rustle and the bustle, and we don't allow ourselves this time to be calm, to listen to the birds, to taste our food properly, to eat our food properly, to drink our water properly, Just feel like there's a lot of things that we take for granted. Things that are so essential, like drinking water. Like, this is something that I'm realizing inside of myself recently, actually, because I feel like I've only recently started setting intentions for being drinking water as well. Like, I think it's been only 4 or 5 streams. And the more that I do it, like, I kind of, with these intention setting, I kind of stumbled upon information that let me know that setting intention for drinking water actually makes a real difference, like a physical property of the water difference. So, like, I wonder, and we're made of water, like, just think about that as well. We're made of like 73% water, or whatever number you wanna tout. We're made of mostly water. Let me just say that you can't argue with that. Mostly water. So I wonder if the water inside of our beings have these same properties to accept information, to change vibrationally. Ooh, I guess we'll have to see, right? I feel like I'm, in more ways than one, being part of a mental experiment, a spiritual experiment. What happens to a person when they subject themselves to their own thoughts? Yesterday, I was talking to a friend, and she said that these streams must have helped to help me grow spiritually. and I just kind of laughed, and I was like, oh, well, I'm not sure about that, but I do know one thing. It kind of gives me a ring. Like, imagine this little cushion that I'm sitting on as a ring, like a boxing ring. And I kind of put myself in this boxing ring every single day, and then I box with myself. All of the things that I'm thinking, all of the things that I'm feeling, all of the things I've been experiencing in my waking life. And then I question them. I question them, and I question the answers that come up. And I question the answers that come up from that. And like, it's been something that I've been really almost fascinated by. How we have so much capacity to become these spiritual beings, and yet we sometimes neglect ourselves so much just because we're not practicing, And now, for the first time, because I've been doing these streams every single day, we've not missed a day in 73 days. I've never done anything in my life without missing a day for that long. And like, I'm not sure if these streams are strictly spiritual, but they definitely are growth inducing. And it's not just for me that I'm seeing this as well. Like, all of you friends, I've seen some of you open up. I've seen some of you become whole new, more whole people, not persons, people. I've seen some of your creations, the bread that you've baked, the music that you make, the art that you make, the plants that you grow, the pets that you have, the smiles that you have. And it's surreal to me just how much this intention has changed in my life. And I'm getting, like, I have tears in my eyes just thinking about this. Like we are creating something that is very necessary in this world, and it's a very we thing. Like one person by themselves can't do anything at the end of the day. I wouldn't be able to do anything if it wasn't for all of you, my friends, and just the amount of intention I've seen being poured into this project. Like I feel I've been pouring so much intention into this, and it seems to be overflowing. Like there's so much more intention being put into this with every single person joining the Discord, joining the r/meltmore, subscribing to the YouTube channel. Like you can see there's this move, there's this need for us to move on, you know. Like we've been doing things for we've been doing things wrong in my opinion for so long. And it's not for me to judge either, to say things have been doing or have been being done wrong. But I feel if you just look at the state of our planet, things need to change. And it's something that's very difficult within of myself as well, because I know that there is a balance to the way that things are, and that I shouldn't try and disturb that balance. And then I also have this feeling within inside of myself that's telling me there's a misbalance in the amount of masculine energy that this world is, you know, currently participating in. The consumerism mindset basically is completely masculine. To use something and then discard it, and then to get something else and then to use it and discard. It's tragic. It's not what we're supposed to be doing. And it's like a left brain right brain thing as well. Like most of us are predominantly left brain people, at least in the way that we kind of live and the way that we express ourselves. uh, but it's important for us to open up to our creativity, to open up to our feeling selves, instead of just going through the motions, doing the things that we're supposed to be doing, and actually start doing the things that we want to be doing. And we are friends. We are, little by little. We're making a change, my friends. Really, really making a change. Lacker, it is Lacker, my friend. Hello, everyone. Hello, Lane. Hello, Lane. Thank you for being here, my friend. Curious if your music wakes your family. It has woken my younger brother, like I think 2 or 3 times, because I didn't have my placing of my speaker correctly. But it's only him that wakes up, because he's like the closest one to the actual dancing stream. So sometimes I do wake him. I've been very like aware of that though, and I try and turn down the music, like down to like 50% or 40% sometimes, just to make sure I don't wake them. Fortunately, during the weekdays, my brothers and sisters wake up like at 5:30, and that's usually the time I start streaming, because that way, if I dance for an entire hour, the sun should come up in that hour. If I start streaming at like 5 a.m., I'll have to stream for like an hour and a half for the sun to come up. Reasons and everything, but fortunately, I don't wake them up all that much. Intermittent sleeping sounds fun. You wanna do that experiment with me, Lane? I'm not so sure if it's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be a little bit of a mission actually. I did that sleep pattern with my child when he was born. It was not great. I do not suggest it. There we go. We have a friend that can recommend against it, Lane. I think you should pass. It seems to be that my dreams often affect how my day go. If I don't address it right away in the morning, now with meditation, I can alter my feelings to how I want my day to go. Thank you for sharing that, Justin. And it gives me a lot of clarity as well, because I feel I've been having longing dreams. I think that's the best way to say it. Longing dreams as of late. And I don't feel like it has any benefit, if that makes any sense. And it's not for me to judge, I know, but at least that's how I've been feeling about it. So I've been becoming aware more and more of it, struggling between wanting to be present and participate in chat and wanting to be productive at home today. Lots of laundry and cooking to do today. It's okay, Naomi. Just like put some earphones in, get stuff done. We'll be here for you when you're, having some downtime. You can like quickly send a comment. Stay, no pressure, of course. Thank you for the heartwarming, my friend. And thank you for the love, Lane. I appreciate it as well. I am glad that you're here, Meltmore. I'm also happy that you're here, Northern Lolel. Lolel? I'm happy that you're here, my friend. I feel very calm, fortunately. Like, that is something that I do want to maintain. There's so much chaos in the world. We need some calm as well, right? Just a place to kind of take a breath, relax, realize that we are listened to, realize that we are loved, realize that we are special beings, each and every single one of us. And by realizing this, by accepting this as truth, we're going to be moving into a future that we won't be able to recognize if we were to see it right now. Water is life itself. Yeah, it is, my friend. It literally is. And it blows my mind. It absolutely blows my mind. It's like and this is maybe a weird thing, if you want to think about Mother Earth as Mother Earth, then the sun would be the masculine one in that, creating this life force to let Mother Earth birth. Then water would be the placenta that we all emerge from as living, breathing, conscious beings. Yeah, and there's like something very primordial about going to the beach as well, and swimming, and seeing those waves crash, and feeling the sand under your feet, and like smelling the smell of the ocean. As a kid, also exploring like the rocks, whatever you want to call it. Find some jellyfish, find some like small little caught fish in the low tide. It was such a magical experience, and I've not been to the beach that much in my life. Maybe like a total of 6 times in my entire life I've been to the beach. Maybe a little bit more than that. Maybe like 9 times. No more than 10, definitely not. And like I feel like a little bit of my connection to the ocean has been lost as I grew older, because I remember as a kid, like there was just such a, maybe it was because it was like one of those novelty things as well. I wasn't used to going to the beach, but there was just this sense of awe, like this absolute. And I've not been to the beach in like almost 3 years again, so I think next time that I go to the beach, I will have that sense of awe again, and I will have even more appreciation for the sea and for the water. So I'm looking forward to that day. This dude, you, my friend, you. I swear it's always a nice day where you are. It's not always a nice day, actually, my friend. I guess it's always a nice day subjectively, emotionally, the way that you want to look at it. But if you mean weather-wise, it's not always a nice day. It is some nice weather today, but like just 2 days back, like we had some rain, like stonks rain, and it's so interesting to me as well. Like it's loud at the start of the video, and you can kind of see with like the analytics how people are not about listening to rainfall. It's actually kind of hilarious. I envy how chill you are too. No, my friend. No need to envy, no need to be jealous. Be happy and be chill with me. Like that's literally what we're being right now. Just trying to chill, trying to relax into this moment. Listening to ourselves, allowing ourselves different perspectives, listening to the birds, breathing through our nose or breathing through our mouth. Like those are 2 very different experiences as well. Becoming aware of our tongue and our mouth. The way that we talk even is just crazy. We have these little bands, or actually like it's not really quite appealing to actually imagine, but we have these vocal bands that vibrate air, and then we have this muscle inside of our mouths, kind of like kung fu ninja moves all of the air to make better sounds out of it. so that we can express ourselves and communicate. English is such an amazing language as well. Something that I like really realized yesterday is that I have a hard time like expressing myself in my native language these days. And it's something that was kind of like, what? Why is this happening? And I feel it's like definitely because of these streams. I'm subjected to learning English better than I've ever really had an opportunity to almost. And I'm allowing myself to think in ways, at least in my opinion, that I've not been thinking in. And I feel like my native language is lacking behind. I need someone to talk to about these things in my native language, but I don't really have anyone at the moment. Your journey is definitely spiritual. You are self-reflecting every single day, and most people don't self-reflect ever. Keep doing you, Melt. It's earth-changing. Thank you, Justin. I needed that. I really did need that. Thank you so much, my friend. Really, thank you so much. That is a beautiful creation. Yesterday's lesson, huh? That is an absolutely beautiful creation. I do appreciate that. You look like as if you have something heavy in your heart and mind. Take time to stop, close your eyes, and feel the breeze flow over your body. Feel your surroundings and hear and take in every moment. Most important is breath. I'm very aware of all of those things, my friend. I don't have a heaviness of my heart, not really. I just feel aware, if you will. Aware and calm in that awareness. Don't have anywhere to be, don't have anything to do. I just have to, as Justin said, self reflect. And becoming aware of your own self reflection and his own it creates more self reflections. Like it's like this makes this mirror double mirror effect, you know. Um, Happy Sunday, friends. Happy Sunday to you as well, Uncle Becky. Thank you for being here with us. I don't know if you're still here with us, but I do appreciate your presence. I hope that you're good, like things are going well on the farm. Hope things are well with your son. Hope things are well with the little goats and your horse and your pup and the cats. Man, little creatures we get to spend our lives with. Literally, I think, thinking and feeling beings as well. I don't think they have quite the capacity to think and feel quite as humans do. But they definitely do. I've seen so much love in animals as well. So much love. Happy DTS Day, everyone. Hey, Uncle Becky. What is DTS Day, Ben? I'm not sure, actually. Been so groggy because of it. I don't know what DTS is, my friend. Need some little Jerry soon. Do you like rain? I do like rain, actually. Um, and I think that's all I wanted to say about it. Like, I wanted to at first say, oh, I just don't like rain in this circumstance. And then I was like, that is a judgment of rain in itself. So I like rain in every single circumstance. It doesn't matter when it's raining, as long as it is raining. Uh, I scan the streams and try not to cross streams. So after we enjoy the space with Melt, I'll do a broadcast. Thank you so much for being so aware, Uncle Becky, and for being so divine in your own expression. Like if you're going to be streaming after I stream, then I'll actually be able to tune into that. So I look forward to seeing it. Please do share it on the streams come true in the r/Meltmore. I would love to see it as well. Hello, my friend. Hey, Gauze. Thank you for being here, my friend. That's it, streaming at the beach. Yes, we will. We will, actually. So, like, let's see how long it takes us, though. I'll put the stream down. I'll have the ocean behind me. We'll hear the wind blow. We'll hear the seagulls seagulling. We'll hear the waves crash. I look forward to that as well. Thank you for the wholesome seal of approval. So nice to see you. It's my son's 8th birthday. Like, give him a big hug from me. Tell him happy birthday. Tell him that I'm happy that he's surviving in this world. I hope that he's being raised with all of the love in the world, so that he may become the expression of love in this world. I wanted to stop in and say hi today, but there are Valorant tournaments going on. I don't want to miss the game. It's okay, Lane. Go enjoy your Valorant tournaments. Are there actually pro players playing Valorant these days, or are these tournaments being played by like streamers and stuff? I'm kind of curious. What's your profession? My profession, my friend, is evolving and developing my own consciousness for the betterment of the whole, or the betterment of all of mankind. I feel like that is the journey we have embarked upon. It's not just my journey anymore. And it makes me so happy to be able to say that and actually believe that. We are going to change the world, my friend, by evolving our consciousnesses. Thank you for helping me center today, man. Thank you, friend. Thank you for sharing with me. Thank you for being here with me. I love you. And I hope that you have a great day. English is a really messed up language at the same time. Try teaching a 6-year-old to read. Oh, yeah, you're in that situation at the moment, Justin. Not particularly looking forward to teaching my kids how to read. I'm actually, as I say that, I'm actually kind of dyslexic. So for me, like I swap my B's and my D's. At least I used to as a kid. That and uh, I have a very good memory as well in general. So I would read for my mom and I would like swap these letters around, and she would get furious at me for like, it's a damn B, it's not a D, or it's a damn D, it's not a B, and she got so cross with me. And like as I was reading, and she would have me read over and over again until I got it like flawless, and I would just memorize the entire thing. And I would be pretending to read as I'm like saying the words out of memory. And then she would slap me because of that as well, because she realizes that I'm not following the letters and I'm just like reciting. Ugh. So yeah, like it's difficult to read, especially if you're in that state. And who knows, maybe I'll have to deal with the same thing with my kids, so I can understand my mom. Is your native language Afrikaans? Is English just mostly spoken in SA? My native language is Afrikaans, ja. Uh, Engels word baie gepraat, but like I was just saying, yes, my native language is Afrikaans, and English gets spoken a lot in South Africa. Like I think the majority of the population actually knows how to speak English. Um, but yeah, Afrikaans is a really small language. I think there's only 11 million people in the entire world that speaks Afrikaans. Thank you for the silver Finbacks and Tramp, Umph Tramp, Tramp. I think it's Tramp. Thank you for the silver, friends. Daylight savings time, clock plus 1 hour. Oh, daylight savings. Yeah, like I don't know why. Maybe it's just a convenience thing. But there's so many acronyms that friends use in the chat from America that I'm like completely oblivious to. And like DST, daylight saving time is like one of those. Absolutely, friend. I enjoy this time with friends. I enjoy having you here as well, Uncle Becky. I've been thinking about you a lot lately, and yeah, I want to get to know you as well, man. Like, really want to get to know you. I was considering like messaging you as well and asking if you have time to join one of our podcasts. Actually, if that is something that you'd be interested in, I want to do these podcasts and then have some of our friends join in. I think the only problem really is going to be like figuring out time, because we're usually doing it around 7 p.m. Thursdays my time. So it's like 5 right now. So plus 2 hours on this. And then, yeah, it's a little bit difficult sometimes for people to just, drop whatever it is they're doing in the middle of their day and like come and podcast. But do let me know, Uncle Becky, if that is something that you'd be interested in. If you're not still here, I'll send you a direct message as well asking. You seem very laid back. Impart some wisdom onto us, friend. I don't know anything, my friend. Absolutely nothing. But I am allowing myself to learn every single day. And I think that is the only way that you can truly gain wisdom, is by accepting that you don't know everything. And then by accepting that fact, you basically open yourself up to receive information you never even thought that you needed or that you wanted. And it's a constant thing, something that we can do every single day, something that we can practice as well. And the more that we do, the better we get at it at the end of the day, like with everything. uh da 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 da. Yeah, super chill. Hey, Auntie B is here as well. Let me read your comment, ma'am. Same. I love the hour of light in the evening, but losing an hour is hard. It doesn't make sense to me. The daylight savings thing. Like, you just wake up an extra hour, right? At the beginning of the day. Like, is that how it works? Or, like, I know that you've explained it to me before, but I can't wrap my head around it. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because it's never something that I've experienced. But please do feel free to explain to me again. Hey, everybody. Hey, Auntie B. Miss Boop the Snoot. I really like your username as well, actually. Uh, love your tribe. Love your vibe. Love you as well, my friend. Thank you for being here with us. Hi, fan. Hope you're having a great day. I'm sure he is now. How could he not? Thank you for the silver, my friend. Ek kan Afrikaans praat. Ja, I would expect you to, Yash. If you want to be a fully fledged South African citizen, moet jy kan Afrikaans praat, man. Kan jy goed Afrikaans praat? Kan jy verstaan as ek vanaf praat? Ek is tog al vir ek sien nuuskierig. YouTube poop. I wish we could get rid of daylight savings time law. Like, is it that bad? Does it really ruin the experience? I would love to. My work schedule is changing Monday. Okay, so I'll be in contact with you then, Uncle Becky. I feel like our podcasts aren't by any means popular, but I feel it's very important for us to be creating nonetheless. Me and my friends actually, well, me and a friend, Yuan, Dreamer J is his creative name. We've been setting this intention to stream once a week for this entire year as well. And we've been doing that as well, so I'm very proud of us for pulling through with that commitment and actually doing the things that we're supposed to be doing. And like, who knows, Uncle B, at the end of the day, we can change the world with these conversations that we have with each other. We can change each other, and then in so doing, change the world as well. That's what we're capable of. So I would really love to have you on, actually. I won't go until starting Monday. Okay. Like, I'm still not sure if our times are going to align, but I'll make sure. Well, that's some pretty great wisdom in and of itself. Empty your cup so so that you can then be filled. Exactly, my friend. Wow, like that's very nicely put as well, and I appreciate you for saying that in that eloquent way. Empty your cup so that it can be filled. It is something that we're capable of as well. Like, I feel like in a lot of ways that's kind of the intention of meditation sometimes, to really sit with your thoughts and to kind of let them flow through you as an expression of something that is passing and not something that is you. And then by allowing yourself to do this and by becoming completely aware of that flowing process, you're kind of allowing yourself to become, empty or like mindlessness. And this is something that I said yesterday. I don't believe the intention of meditations should be mindlessness, or that you should completely strive to be mindless in your meditations. But I do think the more you meditate and the more you allow yourself like a space to kind of be mindful of your own thoughts and of the things that you're feeling and thinking, and then almost resolving, I want to say, these things that you're thinking and feeling, because a lot of our thinking is kind of problem solving, like we're thinking about things happening in our lives and how we can do things so that we don't reoccur or re-stimulate the thing that is happening, or how we can prevent it, or how we can change the outcome in some way. And it's literally this problem solving loop, because our brains never are quite satisfied with problem solving until the problem is actually solved. And some problems we don't have control over, and we still try and problem solve even in those circumstances. So by allowing ourselves a place to actually try and solve these problems, instead of distracting ourselves the way that we tend to do with social media, with music, with eating, with what, like, pick your poison, whatever it is. By allowing yourself to actually just sit and be with your own thoughts, you kind of allow yourself to process these things and finish them up, like checking little boxes and being done with them. And then once you're done with them, that is kind of where the stillness and the empty mindedness, or the whatever you want to call it, comes from. And I feel I'm so far away from that. Oh, I'm so far away from that. I have too many problems I'm still trying to solve in my head when I'm trying to meditate. And I've been trying to up my meditation sessions. I almost meditate 3 times a day these days, just so that I have enough like meditation hours so that I can get through processing the things that I'm trying to process. And then only by like the nighttime I'm allowed to have stillness and allowed to actually reach the state of meditation that I'm looking to attain. And it's sometimes discouraging. It really is, because it feels like you're just like banging your head against the wall, like, oh, meditating, I'm sitting with my eyes closed, but I'm thinking about all of these things, and it's just like running past you. And then you're like, why am I not experiencing this state of calm that I've been hearing so much about? And I think the worst part about it as well, when you have experienced that state of calm and you know that it is capable and possible within yourself, and then you don't get that experience, then it's even more frustrating, because you're like, well, I know how to do this. I've been doing this, especially for me, because I like being consistent with things. I do thing, and I do thing good, and I do thing every day, and then I get gooder at doing thing. But I'm not getting better and better at meditating. I feel like it's a constant like fight, not a fight, a constant dance that I'm participating in. Maybe that's the point, right? Maybe that is the point. So I'll have time early morning. Okay, then it might be possible, Uncle B. Uncle B. It might be possible. Good philosophy, dude. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for the love, Auntie B. I appreciate it so much. The podcast would be noon then for CST Central Standard Time, which would be most of Texas, right? I'm not sure at all. I'm going to have to go and check the times. Like, there's like 5 different time zones in America in itself, so like there's so much to it. I don't have daylight savings time. I'm happy that you don't have it, my friend. You got my username right. It's from a band, Humphreys McGee, that I use to travel around the US to catch their shows. That is so cool as well, that you can do stuff like that in America. Like, we don't have that many good music shows in South Africa, and it's something that I'm like a little bit butthurt about. Like, the one music festival that did actually come to South Africa, and there was like a bunch of big bands that was going to be there, and I was so excited, and me and my friends already bought our tickets and everything. And then there was like some sort of drama in South Africa, like some sort of xenophobia drama, and then like the entire event was completely cancelled. And that was like my one chance to see like an international band and go and experience what it's like to experience an international band. And it got like kind of like cut short, but all in due time. We'll have time to go and catch all of these live bands. Hey, Melt, a little late, but I'm here. You're never late, Edmund. You're never late. You're present in this moment, and that's what's most important. Oh, really? Interesting. I'm happy that you find it so. This is so refreshing. I'm happy that you're enjoying it, Cloud Queen. I'm happy that you're spending this time with us, feeling this energy with us. Edmund, hope you're having a great day. Edmund is such a nice guy as well. Time is an illusion. It really is. It really is, and it's completely relative. Like, the only reason we're experiencing time in the way that we are is because of, one, our biology, two, the way that we've been kind of conditioned, our, planet turning around a star, and then we basically extrapolated from that to gain our time system, and then our day-night cycles. That's the reason that we experience time the way that we do. If our planet had like a 40-hour day-night cycle, how much different would we have evolved as human beings? Do you think we would, like, let's say for instance we had like a 40-hour day-night cycles. So 20 hours of darkness, 20 hours of light. Would we be, as humans, functioning and participating in life for 20 hours and then sleeping for like 12 hours or 20 hours again or something like that? It would be so crazy, but I would love to see what happens to humanity, or not to like, just to a species. Actually, maybe we'll find species like that someday. What's your ultimate Tesco meal deal? I've never bought food from Tesco, my friend. See such value in meditation, which I didn't feel the resistance to do it. Me too, friend. I also have resistance to do it. That's the strange thing. I've been forcing myself to do it, and I don't like the word forcing, especially not with my personality type. I really don't like being forced to do things. But I've been setting an intention to stream to like stream as well, but to meditate every day, at least twice. And my afternoon meditation sessions, I usually go outside to a specific place. I have that tree behind me. This tree actually is where I meditate, right under here or on the rock, and it has helped me so much to kind of like conquer that resistance by having a time set in which I want to meditate, having the time allocated for how long I want to meditate, and then planning and making sure that I'm doing things in an appropriate way so that I can go and meditate. So, extra intention to conquer that resistance, my friend. This is so therapeutic. Good, my friend. I'm happy that you're finding it so. I feel sometimes like I know that I have this capacity to be happy and energetic, if you will. So I have this tendency to judge myself if I'm not that, and I know that it is an illusion within myself as well, because we don't always have to be something. We can be different things. We can change. We can morph. We can experience all of the different perspectives that even our own capacity in our being has to offer. Oh, my soul, definitely quieted my brain down. Good, friend. Good. Let your brain rest. Let yourself be. The world is not turning perfectly around its axis. Yeah, it's a little bit like on an angle. That's why some parts of the year is north more facing than the sun, and other part the south, and that's why we have daylight savings. Not a native English speaker. It's okay, my friend. I understood what you meant. Thank you for kind of like enlightening me a little bit. I understand why daylight savings is a thing. I just kind of see it as like humans being too involved. maybe that's just my opinion. Uh, hey Justin. Yeah, Justin is here with us as well. I wonder if you're still here, my friend. He did say that he can stay for the whole stream. So I'm gonna be watching Justin, see if you're gonna be here for the whole stream. Thank you for the cute calm, Yash. Same cloud. No clouds behind me. Is there any clouds behind me? I think there might be some down here, but none above me. I've got a big backlog of repressed thoughts to work through before the calm. Yeah, me too, friend. Me too. Nothing to be ashamed of, nothing to worry about. It's just something that we're going to have to kind of get into and start to break away at this wall that we've built around ourselves. I've been going out on my patio in the morning before your streams to meditate and do breathing exercises. So I start my day off in a positive mindset. I can already feel a difference after a week. I'm very sure that you will, my friend. Like having that intention, creating that calm and positive mindset within yourself, it is something that you're doing for yourself. And it kind of comes back to the whole water thing. Like the things that you're saying in your mind and you're saying to yourself is literally vibrationally and energetically changing the physicality of your being. And we should do those things with intent. We should become very aware of it, very aware of our power too as well. And I think in doing so and in helping each other in this like journey, in this process to become enlightened beings, we're going to help each other illuminate, if that makes any sense. Like shine lights on each other to create like a chain reaction, if you will. I'm like thinking about a jet engine right now. Like sometimes you have to like add some centrifugal force with like a compressor, and then as soon as it like catches, as soon as it understands the idea of enlightenment, it like kind of self combusts, and it continues to keep that engine alive, that feeling alive. And I think that's what we're doing in these streams. Every single day we're adding that pressure to these engines to create that combustion. Am I making sense? I hope so. Also put on Pink Floyd, Time Thanks to You, which is helping. Thank you, my friend. Thank you as well. I appreciate you sharing that information with me. Thank you, Aunt B. I hope you are well. Aunt B is such a soft person, such a soft-hearted person as well. I can just see with the way that she expresses herself. And man, like this is actually something that one of our friends sent a direct message to me to ask. And she asked, how do we deal with like having a guard up against people? And is there something as being too nice, or is there negatives of being too nice? And I basically said to her that I myself have gotten hurt so many times because I try and give my heart, and I really do care for people so much. And because of that place of care and because of that love, we kind of almost set ourselves up in some cases to get hurt. But I would rather get hurt because I was loving someone than them get hurt because I didn't want to, if that makes any sense. So, becoming aware, friends, of our capacity to love, our capacity to get hurt because of our love, and then still choosing love above everything, regardless. I throw myself headlong into music to distract myself from the raging dumpster fire that the world is now. I'm finally trying to eat clean and be conscious of what I do now. That sounds fantastic, Cloud Queen. And like, it's not something to be ashamed of as well. The music distraction thing is actually something that I was doing for the longest time of my life. And it was creating a lot of depression inside of me as well. I still love music, but I don't listen to music nearly as much as I used to at one point in my life. And I feel because I listen to less music, I allow myself to think more instead of thinking about the message that the music is trying to portray. So, yeah, we're becoming aware, my friend. Thank you for all your advice. I've been trying to be positive lately. I'm trying to finally control my depression after so many years, and I'm so glad to have found your streams. I even started dancing a little bit. It's fun. I'm so happy that you found the streams as well, my friend. It's comments like yours that really like add wood to the fire, if you will. Ooh. Hmm. Okay. So I just had an idea that I'm not going to share with you just yet, my friends. But actually, you know what? Open yourself, dude. Open yourself and share everything. So I've been meditating, and I've been having this idea of seeing this fire. So what I think of as us as we are fire keepers. So when the fire goes out within ourselves or within our communities, the entire community can die because of that. So we are fire keepers. Every single beautiful comment, every single positive interaction, every good deed is like adding wood to that fire. And by the end of the year, I actually plan to that fireplace behind me. You can't see it in the stream, but you can see it in the YouTube video. Like that fireplace behind me, I'm going to be adding a bunch of wood onto it, and I'm going to be going through all of the comments on at least the u/Meltmore on these live streams. I'm going to be writing these comments on a piece of paper, like taping or sticking or however it to that log, and then adding literally wood to this fire of positivity that we're building. So thank you for sharing that comment with me, my friend. Makes me so happy to hear that. Been buying PL like crazy. I don't know what PL is. I can be it can be intensely maddening. Yeah, my friend, things can be intensely maddening if we allow it to be, right? Like, I've been confronted with things that are maddening to me lately, especially lately, and I'm very proud of myself for not allowing myself to get mad anymore. I kind of just look at these things from a place of mystery, and I smile. I literally smile when I feel myself getting angry. I smile instead, and it it creates such a weird sensation within me because I realize like it's me not smiling because I think it's funny, but me smiling because I recognize my own BS, and then me recognizing my own BS, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, guess I can't really be angry. Are you South African? Yes, I am, friend. In deep introspection, life is meaningless. We should have fun and be happy because we won't ever know why we are here. I don't exactly agree with that, my friend. It is definitely in God's will for us to be happy and to be at peace, but I don't think introspection makes life meaningless. Quite the contrary, actually. I feel after I've allowed myself to be introspective, I have a lot more appreciation for the life that I'm living. Oops, accidentally closed the tab. Least I can upvote again now. It's okay, my friend. Thank you for upvoting again anyway. Thank you for the all seeing upvote as well, Yash. Oh my goodness, time. I literally hate that. Don't literally hate it, my friend. It's a part of our existence as well. Sounds like Alaska. I'm not sure what you mean, Finbacks. I have discovered so many bands in quarantine because of boredom and trying to shut my brain down from destructive thoughts. Like that sounds like a positive to me. New bands being discovered. I always like that actually. Cloud, I've been going stir crazy. Me too, friends. It is. I think it's something that we're all going through, and that's one of the reasons I feel it's very important for us to have a space like this to actually be in. I feel Uncle Becky also creates such an amazing space, like being able to share all of the animals that he has and the love that he shares with them, and he like literally he's creating a space, and we are in this moment also creating a space so that we don't have to go stir crazy, so that we get to escape even for a little bit and have a different perspective. Yeah. Let's drink some more perspective. It's like brushing your teeth, I guess. Not always fun, but it's an investment in health. Yes, there we go, friend. Perfect. Streams like these help. I'm happy that they help, my friend. I miss just normal human interactions, concerts, even though I know none of the concert goers. I would be happy as a pig in mud, smashing a crowd, just feeling the energy from the music and other humans. I do understand that as well, my friend. We'll have that again. Hopefully, when we have that again, we're going to be even more aware and appreciative of as well. We're going to create more fields of energy. They're still here. Justin is still here. I'm just like pulling your leg a little bit, my friend. Prompting to see. Yeah, I miss live music. Me too, friends. I'm here. Do you have a girlfriend? Are you asking me? No, friend. No, I don't. I don't think I'll have a girlfriend for a while again. I feel yeah, I feel like I'm too focused at the moment. Like I tried it and instantly it was made apparent to me that I was betraying myself because I wasn't spending the time where I was supposed to be spending the time. And it was a very hard realization for me to come to. There's an ant on me. Hey, dude. There we go. Momentum. It was a very hard realization for me to come to, but we should sometimes, allow ourselves to be single as well. And I've been single for like 3 years almost, going on 3 years now. But I guess I'm going a little bit longer. Closest I've gotten to the violinist that stream herself in restaurants on Arpan. Oh, you mean that's the closest you've gotten to live music, I guess. Seen her too, she's great. I don't think I have seen her actually. You're a great soul. Yes, she is. Or he is. We all are great souls. We all have the same soul at the end of the day. I believe at least. Yeah, she's awesome. I'm a total empath. Me too, friend. I think that's where we're drawn here as well. To commune in the heart. To feel with ones that want to feel. That's what we're here for. Healthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries. What did I say about boundaries actually? I can't remember, Yash. It takes a lot of courage to be vulnerable, beautiful, risk to take in the name of love. It really is. Oh, it's the love thing. Yeah, it is. It is. It can hurt us sometimes, though, but this is the way. I am too trusting as well, which shouldn't be a thing, but often is taken advantage of. Yeah, and I feel trust is a condition of love as well, Justin, at the end of the day. Like we're so loving as a being that we allow ourselves to trust because we want to see only good in another person. We want to see the face of God in a person. And sometimes people are like, away, this person is naive. Let's take as much as we can. And it makes me sad that is a part of our existence as well. But I feel I still want to give to them regardless. Even if they want to just take from me, I still want to be able to give to them as well. Oh no, I overslept. I'm going to have to catch up on YouTube. I'm here now. Much love, um, French. Thank you so much, Shane. And thank you for being here, my friend. Are you still fishing? Or like is it like a 1 day thing? Like were you camping and fishing, or did you just like fish yesterday? I'm kind of curious. I love everyone unless they're absolutely terrible as a person. No, love them regardless, my friend, especially if they're absolutely terrible as a person, because they need love the most. They need to be forgiven. They need to be accepted as well. Because like when we see someone that is subjectively terrible, we kind of want to distance ourselves from them and try and dissociate. We don't want to be in that same boat, if you will. But that is us being judgeful or judgmental and trying to say that we are something that is separate from that person that is so terrible. But we all have the capacity to do those terrible things that that person is doing as well. And by coming to that realization and that acceptance and loving them as our equal, as someone that is like us, at our core, we are creators. We get to create horrible things as well. But by becoming aware of that, we can help people through forgiveness and through love. I would love to go to a concert, positive energy, and getting to share the experience with so many strangers is calming in a way. Everyone is experiencing the music and responding in their own way, putting out positive vibrations. You're very right, my friend. Very, very right. Let us give you some insight. Please, please give me some insight, my friend. I'm always open to it. Um, hey, guys. Hope everyone's having a good morning, evening. Thank you, Shane. I'm having a good evening, or at least I'm moving into my evening. My grandma is here. I've mentioned it a little bit earlier on stream. I, my dad is just laughing at me just as I start saying it. I love her so much. She just, she talks about things sometimes that aren't exactly thrilling. Yeah, to say it in the most, and he's still watching me. Like you listen because you try to and you want to and you want to be there for her and you want to create a space for her to express herself, but it's it just shows me that like you can form these resistances towards talking to people even if you love them so much, even if you only want to be there for them and you only want to help them co-create. You can kind of create for yourself a space in where you don't want to be there, and it becomes something that's almost like learned, like you become used to being that way and understanding that that is kind of the dynamic of the situation. And it's something that I'm very aware of as well. Like I was listening to my grandma talk about this story about her credit card, and I'm walking out like when I went to go and shower, um and my dad like calls me over and he tells me I'm a better person than he is. And I'm like, what? And he's like, for you to be able to listen to grandma's stories sometimes, like it's admirable. And like I didn't think about it that way at all, but it's so nice for my dad to say something like that. I love him so much. And try, my friends, even sometimes when we don't want to talk to people, like still try. Mm. Hey friend, the unexamined life is not worth living. Socrates. There we go. That's something I can get behind as well. Maybe it's because I'm really into the Stoic philosophies, but I do like it. Hey Rena, just had an online Kundalini meditation. Cried a lot at throat chakra. Didn't expect such an intense reaction. I'm happy that you had such a good reaction, actually, Rena. Do you want to share like online Kundalini meditation, as in you were following a video, or were you following like a class or something like that? I'm kind of curious. This is cool. I usually see you dancing. I like the words you're saying. It's helping stretch my mind muscle a little bit. Good friend. I'm so happy to hear that. We always have this capacity to stretch our mind muscles, if you will. And we're kind of like resistant to sometimes because it can be uncomfortable stretching ourselves and becoming more aware, allowing ourselves to grow. But it is something that we're capable of. And the more and more that we do it, and the more and more we live into stretching ourselves and extending ourselves and expanding ourselves, the more and more we'll have capacity to do so. What are you drinking? I'm drinking water, my friend. Water that I've been telling it how much I love it. It, her, whatever you want to call it. I've been telling my water that I love it. And I have like little rocks in it as well that come from our farm. Closed my eyes and then found it, like, through intuition. And I added it to my water bottle. So, spirit water, if you will. I'm drinking coffee. I hope your coffee is nice, Justin. No more fishing today. It was only a couple of hour trip. I'm very fortunate to have one of the Great Lakes right at the end of the street. Also, that's so amazing. So spend time with your grandma. Tell her I said hello and greetings from Michigan. I'll tell her actually. She's very doubtful of what it is I'm doing right now, and like she basically came to our home, and I think she spent maybe 15 minutes before she asked me, when am I buying myself a car? When am I going to be earning money? And am I paying my parents to be able to live here? And like, as some of you know, I've completely released my need to be a producer, if you will, someone that creates money. It's something that I used to identify myself with completely. Like, I was identifying my self-worth with how much money I could earn, and I was feeling some ways about myself depending on that monetary value. And I was like killing my soul. I felt like I was literally smothering my soul with this false message, this illusion. And yeah, like, how do you explain that to someone at her age, especially someone that was like she was a teacher, and she's like living on pension right now. So she she understands that there's a, security in working a job and then getting a pension and then living off of that. And that's what she wants for me as well, because that's what's working for her. But it's it's not something that I can allow myself to do. I feel I'll be betraying myself, and I've been betraying myself every single day that I was working for an employer. And this is my personal experience. I just felt like I was being someone in order to get money. Like, literally, I was playing this act, like, being this monkey in a cage, dancing for his snacks, and I can't allow myself to do that anymore. And that's why I've kind of like, I'm not setting up any Venmo links or anything like that on my streams, because I don't want to be receiving money at the moment. Like, obviously it's not something that's sustainable forever. But it's not something that I want to make the premise of what it is I'm doing here. Like, I want, if money is to flow to my life, and I do want to live a life of abundance, and I do believe that I will become wealthy enough to help the world and to help my family as well. But I don't want that to be my life's purpose anymore, to become wealthy, to become successful. Like, that is not something that I know now brings my life or my soul any value. And I'm like almost bringing myself to tears just talking about it. Money will never satisfy our souls, my friends. I think your dad says you're a better person because you have holding space for her. That holding space is important for any relationship. It really is, my friend. It really, really is. And I understand what he meant. I just love him for saying it, nonetheless. more of a class. Around 60 people attended. Okay, so like that many people attending at the same class as well. That is creating an energy field. So I'm not surprised that you had such a profound meditation, Rena. What is truth? Love is truth, my friend. Water is amazing. It really is. I love you, Thor. Hey, Impossible Knight. I love you too, my friend. Doesn't that make it dirty? No, my friend. No, it does not. The little rocks in my water? No. No, it does not. Like, dirty is something that is very subjective as well. Like, and this is going to be something that's a little bit triggering to some, maybe. But this is something that I do occasionally, not too much. But I'll take a pinch of soil, like I'll scratch away the surface and then take some moist soil, and I'll add it to my water. I'll let the sand separate to the bottom, and then I'll drink the water on top. To give myself more microbiome bacteria, and it's not something that I'd recommend you do, but like yeah, it's we're part of this planet, my friend. We are residing and in communion with her. Let's show your grandma that this is the way. Yeah, let's show her, my friend. Isn't there a middle group or gray area in the black and white? I'm not sure what you mean, my friend. You have learned from your past. What have you learned from your past? That the only person that's going to make you happy is you, my friend. The only person that has the capacity to give you what it is you're looking for is you as well. That's what I've learned. Super woke of you to have figured out at 22. I have the utmost respect for you, brother. Thank you, Justin. I have the utmost respect for you as well, my friend, and I love you so much. Yes, Justin. I showed my grandma Melt stream. She is 91. She loves it. I have to show her on YouTube because she isn't very tech savvy, but she has watched Melt with me a couple of times. She's an amazing human being. That's so wholesome. Shane, thank you so much for sharing that with me. And Shane's grandma, I'm talking to you right now. If you're seeing this stream, if it's on YouTube or if it's on this like Reddit platform, I love you too, ma'am. I love you so much. Thank you for bringing Shane into this world, and thank you for being such a wonderful grandma to him as well. What is your hair product of choice? Um, I'm using like some Pantene 3-in-1 shampoo, and then some like Tresemme aloe vera coconut milk conditioner. If you want to know, my friend, we destroyed a lot of our microbiome in the modern times, and our bodies are made of 99% bacteria. We need the bacteria. They are not our enemies, although there are some pathogenic ones. Yeah, it's true, Rena, and I agree completely. And I've not had any negative experiences doing what it is I do, but I know I have a body of my own, and it's unique in its own way. So it's not something I'd recommend. It is something that I'm not shy to talk about though. But my friends, I desperately need to go to the bathroom, and I'm going to end the stream for here today. Thank you so much for joining me for as long as you did. I always appreciate your presence so much. I love you so much. Go in love, go in light, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. Goodbye, my friends. Yep.